morning, everybody. Good morning. It is 11 a.m. I've got this headband on that I feel like everyone else looks really cute when they wear and I don't. But today, as one can see by the title, I'm going to do more first impressions and second impressions because I want to try some stuff again and I want to try some new stuff that I've been meaning to test. I've got something in my eye. We're just gonna dive in. We're just gonna dive in. I don't like starting these videos with makeup on because then I feel like it kind of ruins the suspense. Yeah, let's dive in. I was truly devastated in my last full face first impressions, which I will link up here, that I forgot to use this product. So today is the perfect time and I'm very excited. It's the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I have the original and I love it. I still use it all the time just in my day-to-day life. But when I saw Elena use this, I will link her channel up here or down in the description box. She used this, looked beautiful. She also recommended the, where is it? Halo Glow setting powder, which I can assure you will be in my next favorites video. This is great. So she also recommended this. She looked really beautiful in it. She loved it, so I'm going to try it. I tend to kind of like take a brush and like squidge it up and make it a bit more runny. I'm just gonna probably put this all over my face. Just I've got, I'd say, like a fair amount of texture on my face at the moment. It's already, just like looking at it, it looks kind of golden and kind of glowy, which would make sense. Yeah, it's definitely got like a gold shift to it. Very kind of subtle. Well, we'll see when I blend it out all over. Oh, it feels lovely though. Just feels like a kind of solid moisturizer. I think I've still got little bits of glitter all over my face from playing with my Tatty palette yesterday. It does feel like super nice when you blend it out, and I did find this with the other one. It feels almost like a touch kind of oily when you put it on, but I don't want to say that in a way that scares you. It's not unpleasant. It's actually pretty pleasant. Yeah, I would definitely say I've got a glow. You can almost see it like on the cheekbone. Kind of the chin area, that is lovely. Well, we'll see how my foundation goes over it. I'm going to use, actually, in a second impression, L'Oreal Infallible. It's actually a third impression. I used it the other day, just didn't film. But I'm going to use it again today over this primer, see if I maybe like it a bit better, see if I don't feel like it's quite as dry. I also have a new sponge actually. A PR company sent me like a big box of like random brands and stuff, and they included the Brushworks Complexion Sponge Duo. I've seen these, I'm pretty sure I've seen these in TK Maxx, and I thought I would just take one for the team, try it out. I need to remind myself not to talk so much. This feels super firm, like real hard. I'm gonna go wet it and we'll see if it feels nice. It is softer, it's a lot bigger. I feel like it'll be okay. It's definitely one of the hardest sponges I've got. I always kind of declutter and throw in the bin my really hard sponges that I don't like. But we'll try it obviously. I was just looking in the bathroom mirror as well at my skin. I've got glitter everywhere. This primer is, again, it's kind of like the Becca backlight priming filter that I used in my first impressions. I feel like I could wear this when I'm not wearing makeup, and it just kind of gives you a bit more smoothness to your texture, but also that lovely glow. But it's not like mega in your face. It's not like you put on a liquid highlighter just to make it look like you eat enough vegetables and drink enough water, you know? It's kind of subtle but nice. So yeah, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal again. I honestly kind of feel like going cake face today, just going bananas. That might look like quite a lot, but I've not like squeezed a lot out. It's not like a super 3D layer. Anyway, let's blend this out over this e.l.f. and see what it's like. It's not horrible, it's not the worst sponge I've ever used, but I would not use it again. My niece can have that one. No, I don't like it. It's just too firm. I feel like to get a nice full coverage out of this foundation, you really do need to use like a fair whack of it. that amount that I put on, I mean, I can still see all my blemishes like through it. My white mustache, it's really evened me out, but it's not like great. I'm not really complaining because I can just add more, which is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is way more the coverage I prefer. I like this on me when I've got a couple of layers on, or, you know, I could say one thick heavy layer, but it's better to kind of layer up. Because I don't add extra like around my jaw or like around the top of my forehead. Just cheeks and nose and a little bit there, just where I really need it. This is a matte foundation, but I still feel like my skin has a bit of luminosity to it and it doesn't look like super flat and dead. Wow. This foundation looks literally stunning on top of this primer. Oh, e.l.f. Honestly, I'm really getting into e.l.f. I used to think like not much of them. I've got a few other products to try from them again today. Like, what? I'm impressed. Speaking of e.l.f., I did purchase the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't love the Camo Concealer. I feel like it's kind of dry and heavy and doesn't look that great on me, so I'm going to do this underneath my eyes. I got the shade Fair Warm. And I want to cream contour. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been in the mood for it the past few days. This is from NYX. They sent it to me, the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. So weird, they sent me just dark shades, but I thought, well, I can cream contour with it. This one is in the shade Medium Olive. This might not be the right colour. It's got like a sponge applicator. Oh. I don't know if this will do very much for me, but I'm going to try it just because I feel like cream contouring. I just think this is probably too yellow toned for me. Why am I doing my nose? It's because I've not got my brows on. Oh, that was a lot. I'll just use my dry Real Techniques brush just to blend this out. I guess I am going for kind of a glowy base again. I always like a glowy base though. I think I might have used quite a lot. I don't actually hate that colour for me for cream contour, because it does for the most part get covered over anyway. And although it's a bit yellow, it is giving me something. What a shocker! I put too much makeup on. I've never been accused of doing that before. Oh, how do you even blend out nose contour? Oh my goodness, there's so much on my nose. My whole nose is just going to be olive coloured. In with this e.l.f. concealer now. I'm hoping I love it, just because I did not love the camo. I did try to like it. I'm putting quite a lot on just because if I put on too much cream contour. Anyway, when Elena used this, I was just blown away by how beautiful her under eyes looked. I mean, it helps when you've got a beautiful face, doesn't it? But everything just looked so glowy and luminous and beautiful. Considering I'm using a matte foundation today, I would say my base is looking pretty darn good as well. It's definitely already easier to blend out than the original camo, and if you did find that was too heavy and dry, maybe you'll really like this one. And I feel like really affordable too. This was a £5. Superdrug had 3 for 2 on, so I got another e.l.f. product as well. And the new Makeup Revolution one, that's £6. And I wonder if you get more product in this. I'll double check. I don't think my skin has looked this good in a while. So far, I mean, I'm only like 4 products in, even though I've been filming for so long, because I just talk. Just, oh, everything in combination is just looking really pretty on my skin. And like I said, like I've had quite a lot of texture recently, not really breakouts, but definitely just like kind of patches of discoloration and just sad skin. But my skin does not look sad right now. I'll do a close-up. I do think it's covered up my dark circles pretty well. I mean, I don't really get the darkest circles under my eyes. I just get like deeper and deeper tear troughs. But I feel like it has brought a lot of light. Honestly, I love the way my skin looks. It doesn't look unmakeup-y, but I don't mind that. You know what kind of makeup I like. I just think it looks really pretty. I'll dim it. Oh, that's brightening it. If I had a night out tonight or like a special occasion, I would be really happy with how my skin is looking so far, and I'm really scared to put on my next product in case everything gets ruined. Next up is something I'm very excited about. This is the I Heart Revolution powder, loose powder, peach. I got this because I plan on putting it next to the Too Faced peach powder and see if it's similar in any way. I don't know if it will be. I can't remember how much this was actually. £5, £6. Might regret not just using my lovely new e.l.f. one again, because this might oxidize my base, I don't know. And I am gonna bake. I want to full on cakeify myself. Just putting on a tiny bit to start with, and then I'll add more. Definitely not oxidizing, which is great. So now I'm just gonna kind of pack it on a bit more. And just encourage this area to be very, very bright. I'm gonna take it all the way up here. Just feel like I have a facelift when I'm really bright through there. Is this supposed to smell like peach? I guess it does a little. Then for the rest of my face where I haven't baked, I've got this, and I'm very excited about it. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. I've had my eye on this for a long time, like since it released, because I love all things glowy powders, and this, when you open it, has like a matte powder and then a glowy powder. I got this in TK Maxx. What? It was so cheap. I can't remember how cheap it was, but I remember it was so cheap that I was like, didn't even think about it, just purchased it. I'll try the matte side first, and then I'll go in with the glowy side. I just want to set the rest of my face. Yeah, I was gonna buy this at Christmas time. I think they had a bit of a sale on, and I didn't buy it because it's Christmas and you have to, you know, buy for other people before you buy for yourself. But I was really quite gutted because I wanted it so much. And then when I saw it in TK Maxx, and I got it for honestly, I'm thinking like £8 or something crazy. I don't know. Oh yeah, yep, I feel set. What I'll do, I'm just gonna leave my bake on just for a couple of minutes, just while I go and pat the dog, and I'll come back and then we'll use the glowy side. Plus my battery's about to run out. I'm just gonna wipe off my bake, just kind of patting it off. Hopefully not too much has gone on my eyelids because I'm trying to keep those moist. I did wash this brush so that it wouldn't have glow on it from other products. So now I'm going to go into the glowy side. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope this is nice because it's Bare Minerals, right? It should be super nice because they're pricey. I'm going to put this everywhere. These powders do feel like kind of posh because they're just so like soft and buttery and finely milled. But will this compare to my £5 Revolution Pro skin finish? Definitely not glittery, but I would say very subtle, like even more subtle than I was expecting. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because a few people have said the skin finish, they don't love it because it's a bit too much. Maybe you'll like this one because it does just add like a subtle glow, healthy from within. I'm just going to go with the setting spray now. It's going to be a second impression. This will be the exact second time I've used this, the Hangover 3-in-1. Replenishing primer and setting spray with peach extract. I'm going to go with this just to soak up all the excess powder. I love setting spray so much. And because e.l.f. was the whole store was 3 for 2, but I was just loitering around the e.l.f. counter, I got this, which is the blush and bronzing powder in St. Lucia. I'm hoping I can use this as a contour, we'll see. I've actually always wanted one of these from e.l.f. and they're a £5 and you get 2 products inside it. Yeah, I mean, I can use that as a contour. I'd say that's a contour and a bronzer duo for my skin tone. Maybe it is a blush and bronzer for deeper skin, but for me that's definitely bronzer contour. No, I'm going to use the deeper shade to contour. I'm going to try. Yeah, I've literally always wanted this product. It's just one of those products I've always seen and wanted but never bought. This one is matte, by the way. This one does have a tiny bit of shimmer in it. Let's try and sculpt. Oh, that is pretty pigmented, you know. This is my really nice Real Techniques 004 brush. I really like this. I already like this product. I think that colour is great for me. And the foundation I use is a pale foundation. It's like my actual skin tone, even maybe half a shade too light. This is going on really smooth, and it's definitely adding shadow. It's not a bronzer shade on me. Might be too scary for my nose, but we'll try. I probably went a bit heavy on the nose, but apart from that, I actually quite like it. I think just because today I want to be clarted in a lot of makeup, so I don't really mind if I go for that kind of over the top look. Honestly, I'm really impressed with that. I wonder if I should use this side to bronze. I was going to use my CYO bronzer again and just do like another impression on camera, but maybe I'll try this side, see if it works on me. I wouldn't say it's like a glowy product as much as it just has a little bit of glitter in it, but we'll see. Maybe this is supposed to be like bronzer and contour for pale skin. Hold the phone, I really like that. It's quite a subtle bronzer, but this as a compact for a £5, I could take this on holiday and have my contour and my bronzer just in one. Honestly, e.l.f. is just really impressing me. If you like the same kind of makeup that I like and the same kind of effect, honestly all of these products so far are just working. I'm going to highlight with my new Becca one. They sent this along with the other stuff that they sent. This is in Prismatic Amethyst because I think I might do... Did I just lisp really badly there? I think I might do pink on my eyes. Pink and purple, I don't know. I'm tempted to use my Jaclyn Hill palette. You'll probably know that by now from the thumbnail. This is super duper smashed up, so I'm going to be super duper careful because yes, I need to repress it. No, I've not got around to doing it. Yes, I have about 12 things I need to repress. I'm hoping it won't be too pale or anything on me. Yeah, it's got like a pinky purple reflect. I have I've used Vanilla Quartz and I have Moonstone, or I have Pearl. I have the one from Becca that is just for very, very pale people or ghosts. It's really pretty in the, like, when it's catching the light. It does look a bit more subtle than I was expecting. Maybe because I've gone quite golden and bronzed with my skin, I'm not like loving the reflect being quite pink. It's just, I don't know. I definitely prefer my shade in Vanilla Quartz to this one. Although it is very pretty, I just think it is the wrong tone for my skin today. So I might go over the top of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with a bit of my Jaclyn. I'll be 2 seconds. I love this one. Get all over my face. This is just wet skin beautifulness. It's a really nice colour for me as well. I'm not going to forget to put blush on today like I did in my last video. No one commented on it, but I did forget to put blush on. And I got this one from I Heart Revolution. It was a couple of, maybe last month when they had another 3 for 2 on. And this is it. It's called the Soft Shimmer Blush in Peach. And I did touch it because the centre is just pure highlight. And then the outside is pure peach. And then the little stalk, little leaf is gold. So that's what they all look like separately. And I'm going to try and get a blush out of this. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared of using it, to be honest. Like, what bit should I dip into more? Very pigmented, wow. I just want a hint of blush. I don't want a lot on today. Gosh, this is pigmented. I dip more into the like highlighty part. Oh no. Oh no. I've wanted this blush for quite a while because I just think it looks really cute. And I feel like I'm quite a blush connoisseur. I don't know about this one. It is definitely pretty, but I wonder if a little too pigmented. I feel like it's just kind of covered over my contour with peach. I feel like it's a little bit like Neapolitan ice cream. It's like chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. I don't think I like that blush, which is weird because I pretty much like every blush I try on because it's blush. How can you do blush in a bad way? Makeup Revolution sent me all their new brow stuff apart from the new brow soap. I was kind of gutted, but I wasn't really at the same time. They have like new tinted brow gels. I'm going to use this first. And I do like the fact that finally we have a drugstore brand apart from Essence that has a tiny brush. This is tiny. It's probably one of the tiniest brushes I've ever seen. It's probably tinier than Gimme Brow. And I don't know what shade this is. Medium brown. I have them all, but I thought I'd do medium brown. I like to put brow gel in my brows first because I feel like it picks out all the hairs. Well, this is pretty heavily tinted, you know. I like my brows, like they're really getting fat and good, but at the same time, not a fart, it was my chair. At the same time, they're different shapes. And then I have the Brow Sculpt Kit. This is in brown. It looks like this, it's got a wee mirror, and then it's got a wax, a brow colour powder, and then a like under the brow highlight shade. It did come with like tweezers, a brush, and something else. I always only ever use my Zoeva 217 because it's very fine and great. So I'm gonna I'll try the wax first. I don't know if this will have like that much colour to it. Oh, it's got colour. I've been putting like zero effort into my brows recently and much preferring them. I'm still just going in with the wax. This is actually, it's quite a nice colour for me. It might be a little warm, but I don't really mind. This is the only brow brush you need, by the way. Trust me on that. as with concealers, I feel like with brows I am a little snobby. I do prefer high-end products. Benefit, ABH are pretty much all I use. I feel like that's a really nice brow, and that just took a few minutes, and usually I spend so long on my brows because I hate doing them. I think that looks really nice. It's just much more defined. I like that. Right, I'll quickly throw on the other one. When I say quickly, it's going to take me probably about 10 minutes, which is why I'm not going to film it. After much deliberation back and forth with myself, I've decided to use my Jaclyn Hill palette again. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go in with Lolly Mama, which, by the way, is the name of one of our dogs. I don't ever do both eyes on camera because I suck at it, and I really hope I don't get fallout. This is where my whole makeup look goes to trash. I feel like this palette is embroiled once again in controversy because the formula was changed on the first Jaclyn Hill palette from, apart from other things, vegan to not vegan. This one is not vegan because it has carmine in it. That will obviously be upsetting to people that are vegan. The formula change, when she claimed it was the exact same formula. She said it twice. I'll not spend too long on the eyes just because I've used this palette in I think a couple of videos now. I still really like it. I think it's really good quality, and it's got lovely pinks and purples in it, which are my cup of tea. Yeah, for some reason I feel like just doing an all matte look. I'm going to use Dance Party, which is like my favourite shade in this whole palette. Just going in very gently because I don't want fallout. I should probably talk about this palette a tiny bit. Yeah, I still really like it. I feel like a little bit the same about this palette as I do my Jeffree Star Blue Blood. Just in terms of I need to be in the mood to use brights, pinks and purples to touch this palette. I don't really go for it for the neutrals. It doesn't like feel luxurious as you use it. It's not like a luxe palette that, like with the Tatty one, I was like, wow, I feel posh putting this on. But it just does the job that you need it to do. I'm sure so many of you have bought this palette anyway, but if you haven't and you do love the colours, then I would recommend it for sure. Unless all the Morphe scandal is too much. And if you want a very kind of similar colour scheme, a bit more luxe, then I'd go for Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. Although I feel like this is a really great accompanying palette to Blood Sugar. And if you want something cheaper, I don't know. I don't really have a cheaper option, so I don't know why I said that. I'm not entirely sure where this is going. I don't know what to put on my lid. I'm kind of tempted by yellow, but I feel like I don't know if that'll work. Oh, I don't know. Let's try yellow. Yellow. It's the only one. I'm shocked at my lack of fallout, to be honest. My eyelid's pretty much dry, and I'm kind of shocked at how well this yellow is sticking on. I feel like this could be going somewhere, you know? I don't know what colour to put beside the yellow. Maybe Positivity, the coral? I'm winging it. Clearly. That's okay. I do love this like corally shade. I've had to like build up the yellow a few times, and I do think it looks a wee bit patchy, but it's probably because my eyelid was kind of set, kind of not set, just like powder floating around the face, you know? I really like this palette. It's just so pretty and so bold, considering my eyelids pretty much like aren't wet at all. Quality really just, it's there. It is there. And I find with a lot of the shades, it's just like one dip in with your brush and you get like huge pigmentation from it. I'm going in with G Money, just underneath. This is so weird. When do I ever do my eyes at this stage? Especially such a dramatic look. Yeah, and then I think I'll run the yellow along the front as well and put the gold on top. I've got the yellow on the inner corner. I just like run it just at the front. You know what? No. We're gonna keep it all matte. It might look very dark right now. No, we're gonna keep it all matte. I think that looks okay. I mean, I've just winged it, see what happens. I'm just gonna throw on lashes. I'm not gonna put on like new fancy ones or anything, just lashes. And then we'll come back and do a lip, and hopefully these eyes will look better with a lash on. Fingers crossed, not peace. I was gonna go for a nude lip, and then I thought, Melissa, don't. So I'm going to use this Lime Crime Mini from a set that Teresa sent me a while ago. This is called Red Rose, and although I have used Lime Crime lipsticks before, I've never used this shade, and I don't know, I feel it might match the eyes. Might put a bright pink in the middle. We'll see. It is a pretty colour, but I feel like it is too dark. No, I'm feeling quite summery today, so I might put bright pink in the middle, like I said. Who knows? I mean, that is just a stunning colour, and I forget how much I love the Lime Crime formula. It's just so smooth and it always dries down to look like suede on your lips, and I really like that kind of matte effect. Kind of gone out the lines a little bit. Oh, it's just so luxurious. Yeah, I don't feel like it's right with the eye. It's just a bit kind of, I don't know. I mean, I love the colour. I might just kind of dib dab in the centre with Too Faced 1998, which is not a first impression or a second, and just kind of ombre it a little. Gosh, I'm making such a mess. Yeah, I think that's a bit more fun. I just need to clean up the lines because wow, I went outside them. Oh, my head hurts so much from how tight this headband is. Ow. Don't I look great? You can call me a hair model. And you just want to sit on my knee and sneeze all over my makeup. Oh, chummy. Oh, chummy. Chummy. Fat chummy. His name's now Chummy. Don't know why, but his name is now Chummy. You just missing your mommy? Or you just missing your mommy? You can't sit there right now. You're very, very heavy. You're so heavy. You've got a big butt. Big butt. Don't eat my brushes. Got my hoops on. You know what time that it is. What? So we're done. Makeup is on. Hair is up. Hoops are on. That means we're done. So I'm going to wrap this up briefly. I will talk briefly about the products I used and then I'll piss off. In order, hydrating primer is a yes. I need to keep using it, but under this foundation it looks stunning, like real good. I love the original. I feel like this is just a glowy version, which it is, and I am here for it. The foundation looks real good today. I feel like the coverage, to get like full coverage, you do need 2 layers or quite a lot of it. I don't mind that. I don't mind the cake. Some of you might not like it. It's not drying today at all. In fact, my skin looks great. The NYX Born to Glow, I actually really like that as a contour, and I think I'm going to keep using that because it was so easy to blend out. And then the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, 1000%. I would just like bin the 3 normal ones I've got. I think I've got 3, maybe even 4, and just have this hydrating version. It looks lovely. I mean, my skin, I feel like my skin just looks real good. Like, I enjoyed this powder. It is cheap, it's cheerful, you get quite a lot in it. Pretty packaging, if you like that kind of thing. I liked it. And the Bare Minerals one, I feel like it set my makeup really well. I don't think I like the glowy side as much as I was hoping. Like, I thought it would be a bit more, and it's a bit less. It's really nice. I'll continue to use it because It's technically expensive, although I didn't pay that much for it. So yeah, I liked it. Would I run out and say, go and buy it? No, I was definitely more impressed by the very cheap loose powder, which is really a good thing. This e.l.f. compact really shocked me, especially because I was expecting this to be like a proper blush. It's definitely a bronzer for me. Contoured really nice, bronzed really nice, very smooth, pigmented. I really like it. I can see myself taking this on holiday with me if I ever went on holiday. I liked it. £5. That one is in St. Lucia again, if you have forgotten. Do you know what I didn't actually really like is the blush? And that's weird for me because I pretty much, like I said, love all blushes, because how hard can it be to make a pretty peachy pink coloured thing? But I don't know, I think it's too pigmented, which is weird. I do like the, where is it? The like center peach colour. That shade really reminds me of my NARS and of my Natasha Denona. So I might just have to use it where I just hit the brush on the peach and not the very intense outer colour. That doesn't look that intense, but it is. It's very intense, very pigmented. So if you like a really pigmented blush, you should probably check that one out. I did not love, what is it called? Prismatic Amethyst. Maybe it's just because, like I said, I've gone kind of bronzy today on the skin-ish. Not really though, looking at myself. I don't know, I just don't feel like the undertone suited me that well, whereas when I put the Jaclyn one on, I was like, yes, this is everything. Just was. Oh, do you know what really impressed me was the brow products from Makeup Revolution. They're so cheap. This brow gel especially I really like because the brush is so tiny and so fine, and not too much product picks up on the brush. And this was really nice too. I mean, with my brush, my Zoeva 217, would not use it with the applicator that came with it, but the product's fine. I think my brows look pretty good. They just look like brows, which is what you want. And then, I don't know where I put the liquid lipstick. That was lovely colour. I'll definitely wear that a lot in winter, just on its own. And then to finish off, sponge I don't like. Not at all. I mean, I don't hate it. In a pinch I would use it, but I don't like it. So yeah, I'm not going to keep the other one, and this one I'll just keep because I've used it. But that's all the products, that is everything. Let me know what you think of the products that I used. If I should have liked, not fart, was my chair. If I should have liked some more than I did. If I shocked you by liking others. If there's any here that you love or not. Yeah, I think that's it for me today. I am pretty happy with how my makeup's come out. Although the eyes aren't like that great. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. Just nice to play with all the matte colours. That yellow's really pretty. Oh, I didn't even talk about the palette. Palette's great. I like the palette. So I really hoped you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do. It helps me out a lot if you would give it a big thumbs up, please. Leave me a comment down below and subscribe. It's a polite thing to do, and the internet is not a very nice place. As always, a ginormous thank you to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for your support on Patreon and on my channel. A special thank you to Teresa for the lovely Lime Crime liquid lipstick. If you want to become a Patreon, you get access to our WhatsApp group, our Discord and our Facebook group. I also do weekly lives, and there's another assortment of other fun stuff. The link is down below in the description box. And if you can't or don't want to be a Patreon, please don't worry about it. Watching my videos, biggest support in the world. Trust me, I mean it. Thank you so much. And on that note, yeah, I'm gonna piss off and see you in the next one. Bye! I'm really supposed to say see you on the flip side. See you on the flip side. Bye!